Welcome to session 33 of Spelljammer. Does someone have a recap for me today?
I do.
How much of it is hallucinated?
0, because I wrote it all myself. I have no way you did. Rune's personal log, 13th day of Elysius. I missed a few of these. Ido's sister said I should write, that it would help me process. Help. Like any of this can be processed when we have so few days left. Time spent writing feels like time wasted. I should be doing something, anything else. But the cartographer was nice. Really nice, actually. A little strange, but kind. After everything that happened, fighting a giant space shark for her lunch was almost fun. Simple. Eat or be eaten. No loops, no gods, no machines pulling strings. Just teeth, blood, and laughing. And she gave us a map to Doom Space. Fitting name. It feels like Doom. The hole in reality, the tear, the rip, whatever the machines call it, is there. And the fix. Silly name. I need to ask if they want a better one. Might be able to seal it. But I won't force them. Not like they forced me. If we're going to survive, it can't be by doing the same things they did. The others talked about overriding our next iteration, pushing our memories into some other version of us like it's nothing. Like they're nothing. The thought made me sick. If we're not better than the machines, what's the point? Every time somebody mentions the workshop, my skin crawls. They took from me, used me, made a life and called it a tool. How many others are out there? How many me's had to suffer for their plans? And the doubt is mine too, isn't it? Did another me ask it for something? Beg it for help? Is that how this started? And now it's my fault to fix? I tried to run from destiny once. Turns out I'm spectacularly bad at it. Now the only way to save the people I love is to dive straight into it. So I injected myself with that extra god juice. Maybe it'll help. Maybe it'll burn me up. But the blackout after, that was strange. A dark place, green letters on black screens. Never seen anything like it. And that's it.
Thank you very much. In the centre of the solar system, there exists a hole in the world. The fabric of the universe bends, and reality itself falters. A black hole looms, vast and wrong. It is not a celestial object, it is a wound, a prison, held at bay only by the will of something. A force that shouldn't exist, and perhaps didn't until now. Around it, dust and chunks of the inner planets warp and stretch into haunting arcs, their matter pulled into the slow, spiralling dance of gravitational doom. It is a doorway, paused mid-opening. Beyond the black hole, the sky is painted in beautiful purples and reds, a colourful medley offering a sharp contrast to the purpose of the system we find ourselves in, and the camera pans something a lot closer and hopefully a little more friendly. A spelljamming vessel, powered by a protective tree with golden leaves, which is where we find all of you.
Vaxis is currently doing one-handed vertical push-ups. Appreciate you guys swapping between hands.
Right next to the unconscious bodies of both.
Yeah.
So these two are both parts.
Yeah.
Well, medicine time. I will put them in the recovery position, first rune quite easily, and then I'll... the enormous armoured hippo, yeah.
Hang on.
Vaxis!
Vaxis is still enlarged, I believe.
Yes.
So Vaxis, whilst doing the push-ups, just reaches over with his free hand and helps shift Goon into the right position.
Well, this is fine.
The other option, given your intelligence score, is you probably could just hack the exosuit to automatically...
I would never do anything so gauche as hack another man's exosuit.
What?
Hang on, that's right, isn't it? You didn't actually fall over.
You just went...
Like a Lego man.
Yes,
Yes.
you like a Lego
Just
man.
stood there.
Yeah, fair enough. In that case, I'll just get my hammer and start providing some cross bracing in case he falls forward.
Who do you focus your attention on first?
Rune.
Okay, Vax will put his hand up to just hold on to Goon so he doesn't
Good man.
fall over.
At some point, you look over at Ido dealing with Rune, and Goon is gone.
No. Ooh.
Oh. from my perspective as well?
Everyone's perspective.
Cool. Okay.
I
Not
guess
just Vaxis,
he's-
does it? Yeah.
I guess he's Bean and Goon.
17 plus empty bollocks on medicine. Just Goon is just unconscious,
Mhm.
like Vaxis was
Yep.
after
Yep.
the whole "I'm going in after him" thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm never living that one down.
You've truly not.
Like Ryan is never living that one down.
Nope.
Agreed.
But I'm glad you said it.
So eminently thankful. Yes.
On your deathbed. I'm going in after him.
No, the worst thing is on his deathbed, I shout, "I'm going."
Oh, that humor's getting dark fast. Lightning.
you know-
no, there won't be any lightning the day Ryan dies.
I'll bring the thunder.
Oh.
You know how I always said that if we had T-shirts, there would be a Sen T-shirt with "Can I have your bones?" Max's T-shirt would be "I'm going in after him."
Yeah.
Goon. You're pulled from a tranquil purple blues of a dying world to something bright, loud, and violent. You find yourself on a spelljamming ship. A large gift shoulder checks you as he rushes past you, cannonballs in hand. They're circling back round for another attack. Load the cannons. What do you do?
Do I have a cannonball in my hand?
No, but the one who's just ran right past you dropped one that's right next to you.
I will pick it up and I will load the cannons as has been ordered and look out. Can I see what it is that we might be about to fire upon?
You are in the middle of a battle. There are 30 to 40 ships here, multiple galleons. They are fighting large moth-like spelljamming vessels.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Weeks to prepare for this, and I don't know what I'm going to say. So
And in
is
that
this-
moment of hesitation, you're back on the ship
Okay, cool.
with these guys.
Am I fully awake and conscious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And looking at the floor.
Yeah.
That's the point. Did he arrive in the other reality bent over like a Lego man?
No, he's fully stood up.
But was he looking like a Lego man when he arrived back?
No.
Oh, interesting.
Am I in my suit or
Yeah,
out of
you're
it?
in your suit.
Okay, yeah. Do I recall, because now I've thought of a question, were they all wearing uniforms, or was it, I'm trying to, from my memory, is it like an organised military or more,
Absolutely.
or more like a militia?
The ship that you're on is an organised military.
Ah, okay. Cool. Okay.
Hey, welcome back.
Yes. I was fighting them.
The Astral Elves?
I think so. Well, they.
Big moth ships?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Astral Elves then. Yeah.
Yeah. I just couldn't see who was in it. So.
No,
if
oh,
you-
well, Astral Elf ships, but perhaps
Yes.
not the...
Yes. But it seems.
Were you winning?
And as you ponder that, you're back on the deck of the ship as the blink spell continues to have hold its effect on you.
Oh.
Nice.
Above you, an explosion roars, sending chunks of debris raining down on the deck. You watch as a large moth-like spelljamming ship has one of its massive wings splintered apart by cannonball fire. You're back on the ship, you're back in combat.
Cool. I think so.
No, you're back on the other ship.
Oh, you're back on reality B.
Yeah.
You
I know that,
said
but
to
I-
Ida, but you'd already gone.
I'm saying that out loud as I've transitioned because right. Has the cannon been fired?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I will look to reload it. How many? As I'm reloading it, I will try and look around. How many non-moth ships do there appear to be versus moth ships?
Perception check.
Thank you.
And as you two are talking, well, we're talking to Goon, your focus on him. As you look back to Rune, Rune has gone.
Runes disappeared, yeah.
That's just a flat 10.
The battle is too frantic for you to gather exact numbers. There seem to be more of the militia ships and military ships than there are the spelljamming moths, but as to an accurate count, everything's happening too fast.
Cool. And is this just in like wild space, or are we over a planet?
You are not over a planet, and again with that perception roll,
Yeah.
you can't really tell where you are. It's definitely not in the same system that you're on. The background nebula is not there. It is a different colour sky.
Yeah.
But
no, I was just trying to ascertain whether we were trying to stop them landing on the planet in the first place. But yeah, no, that's fine. I don't want to know exactly. Well, I do, but Ted's not going to get me that. So cool.
anything else you want to do in this fleeting moment?
Do I recognise the captain?
Yes.
Of this vessel. Who is the captain?
Your father.
Interesting. Okay.
How cerebral is he looking at this moment?
Pretty. I mean, there are no gaping holes in his head, so that's a plus.
I think you'll find there's at least
Or-
7. But that's the norm.
Cool.
And in that moment of hesitation,
Yep.
you are back on the deck
Yeah.
of the second wind.
Father.
No, just us.
Yes. Yes, that's going to get confusing. I think we were winning. Yes.
Jolly good. Okay.
Were there like other ships or just the one?
Massive armada on both sides.
Oh, so evenly matched.
Difficult to tell. There's
Difficult
a
to
lot
tell.
going
Do
on.
you think you were that was the combat that this ship, or the guy, the captain, ran from before, but in this other version that you've seen, you joined that battle? Because they come from, correct me if I'm wrong, Rich, they've come from, there was an armada that went to deal with the asteroids before and it was
Yes.
repelled, yeah?
Oh, ask them what place you are in the timeline when you go back.
Yes. I will ask my father or whoever else happens to be there that question.
Neat.
Yes. Father! What is the date?
Quit your drivelling! Get out of the bloody cannon!
Is who is the other GIF on our ship that I have forgotten? The captain of this vessel.
That's yes, him.
Yeah.
Your man.
Yeah, man.
Giffy Gifferson.
I'm not going to.
Commander Crux is the name.
Is Commander Crux here?
No,
Right.
but doesn't mean he's not in this battle.
Oh, sorry. No, I've shouted that to my dad.
Oh,
Sorry. I'm using the same voice. That's the problem. Yeah. Is Commander Crux here?
he's piloting that one over there.
Oh, good. That's lovely. I've got a bad feeling about this battle. Yes.
Perfect.
Yep.
Cool.
You're back on the ship.
Yeah. Cool.
Quick, shoot this gun at them. Go back.
Vaxis, I think your theory was right. This appears to be the battle that Commander Crux was originally part of. Is Commander Crux about?
Yeah, he's with you. Yeah.
Was the ship that Goon's father pointed to piloted by a big tree?
No, it was not.
But this isn't the ship that he was on during that battle, was it?
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. So it's more likely that it was the one that was destroyed rather than a battle taking place with the ship we're on contemporaneously.
Commander Crux, quickly, I need to know. How did you lose the battle? Were you ambushed at all?
They just overwhelmed us. They had superior forces.
Yeah, because the force that I've seen seems to be evenly matched. Okay, fine. Good to know. Yep. Okay.
As you arrive this time, the sounds of battle are dying.
Oh.
You look around. There are moth ships broken in flames, crushed, being boarded. It looks like you've won. A quiet fades over the battlefield.
Oh. We've won. What a victorious day this is, Father. Which would be
Good fishing.
We shall remember the 12th,
Yes.
19th.
You feel it's, and then I'm going to ask Brad, our
Oh,
lawkeeper,
dogs.
what is today's date?
Oh, I just said it. Like 2 seconds ago.
I want to say 13th.
Mike, see if you can also find out the name of the ship that you're on as well.
Yeah.
Just dangle your head over the side.
It is the. Oh god, it's all the way at the bottom. So happens we put them all on the same thing. It is the 13th day of Eliasis. Eliasis.
You happy now? Man
Yes.
your stations.
Yes. Okay. Can I peer over the side of the ship, and is there a name emboldened along the side?
The relentless barrage.
Relentless Barrage. Okay, cool. So we've defeated the Armada. What's the plan now?
Take the city, of course.
And is he gesturing in a particular
He
direction?
points at a city in the distance, a floating city, a city shaped like a butterfly that you have seen a few times before.
And do we have a plan on how to do that?
Points at this thing, pointy end forward.
Superior
Are you
firepower.
alright?
It's been a hell of a day, but it is incredibly good to see you.
I mean, I did see you literally 10 minutes ago in the briefing room.
Yes, and unfortunately, when you speak to me later, I'll probably have no memory of this conversation.
And in that moment, you hear a large roar that echoes amongst the ships around you, and emerging from the smoke comes a large dragon. Its multicoloured wings flap in a steady beat, whipping up the fires of the wrecked ships into an inferno all around it. It sucks in a breath, and for a moment there is absolute stillness before a beam of pure energy is unleashed upon your ship. You barely have time to look at your father before you land back on the deck of the second wind. This. Got it somewhere.
Did you see where that one came from? Out of character.
I don't think so. But we were warned by the commander, whose name apparently
Crux.
He did warn us
About a solar dragon.
Yeah.
Right, he did.
Solar, lunar, astral. There was an adjective.
Yeah.
Space Dragon.
Spagging.
Spagging.
Annoyingly, I did not upload this image to Foundry, so give me a second. Right.
How on earth do we deal with a space dragon?
We don't let it see us.
We stab it.
Same way you deal with everything else.
This
Lightning?
pointy end into them.
Gonna.
Do you know what happens to a solar dragon when it gets punched by a Vaxis?
Point of inspiration, sir.
I'll take one of these.
Same thing that happens to everything else.
Somebody must have hated Halle Berry to write that line. Make her say it.
The thing is, it's supposed to make more sense in the original script because Alan Cummings' Toad had lines where he would just say, "You know what happens to a toad when it blank?" And it says that multiple times.
So they cut all of the the setup, so they just did the punchline.
Yes.
Incredible.
Me.
Alright, I know who hates her then. The editor.
Remind me, what film was that from?
X-Men.
X-Men,
The original
the
X-Men.
first one.
Tell you about a person who was pretty good at X-Men 2. You'll get this now that you have had some practice. She wasn't really known at all until she starred in Monsters Ball, for which she won the Oscar for Best Actress. Halle Berry.
Hey, you go.
Hey!
Hey!
Oh, that's more wormy than I was expecting.
Yeah, that's a different kind of dragon.
And
Does it have back legs?
Doesn't look like it.
No, it looks like
Anyways.
it's serpentine with some wings on the top.
But the wings are from the primary limbs at the top of the body.
Yeah.
So it's not even a wyvern. That's it. That's very
But
full
it also
dragon.
has
Lunar dragon's much more dragon-like.
these. So it's got
It's got
ethereal
finned.
wings.
It's got ethereal wings and finned forelimbs.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a weird boy.
And because this is a solar dragon.
It is a solar dragon.
So it's 2 pairs of wings, like a moth.
Yes.
And
Which is probably not a coincidence.
No. Yeah.
when we were there at the birth of the dragon, or a dragon, I'm not saying it's this one. What was the type that they were trying to force into existence? Because remember, they were putting their fingers on the scales, if I recall
A
correctly.
lunar
I
one?
believe it was a lunar dragon, but I honestly cannot remember.
Does it look like that would have been the same age of dragon, or this is the super old one?
Super old one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be probably an adult rather than an ancient solar dragon. But yes, you're now back on the ship proper.
So that thing is going to be breathing a lot of fire unless we can find some way to plug its mouth. I'm thinking with its tail.
I was thinking
Or
of you.
opposite.
I'll give you a perception check before you are sent back to
Okay.
the ship.
Was there anyone riding it?
16.
There was someone riding it.
Meccan.
I was about to ask.
Honestly, that's a promotion for him. Jeez.
Were they? Do I get what species they were?
Oh, the person riding it?
Yes. Yeah. Not the
Astral elf.
Astro Elf. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so not Mick unless he's had some work done.
No, he's had work done, mostly dental drill on patella.
You three are now back on the ship.
So, Rune has disappeared.
Ah. So presumably having her experience that we're all having. You were in a fight as well.
Of sorts, yes, I was with my sister.
And remind me, what was yours?
Oh, I had a lovely chat with my father. The undead monstrosity of my father. And the transformation of the weight of all of his expectations.
I see. So,
I took his boots.
And my sister tried to convince me to go to therapy again.
She's really very good, you know.
trying to work out whether the gods were showing us different realities, different iterations, or whether they really wanted to work on resolving family trauma.
Personal issues. Well, it is just the one god, actually. The essence we've been injected with. So I don't know whether it has agency or whether we're being thrust upon the whims of the strands of fate into other, skeins of reality, other iterations that have already happened. But I suppose as the one who is most apt to pluck the strings of destiny, I suppose, and in a sentence that is very much setting the DM up for turning to Brad and going, "So Brad, I guess we'll have to speak to Rune when she gets back."
Yes, yes. Just have to wait for her now.
The sky, the sky above the campus is wrong. There exists a hole in reality. The students don't look up. Maybe they can't. Maybe they've learnt better. All around, space bends and uneasy geometries in the sky. Fragments, images of planets drift like discarded pages caught in slow orbits that float and loop. They're not falling, they're being read. It is not a doorway, it is a lecture left mid-sentence. Our camera, as if pushed by some unseen force, moves towards a building. Whatever guides us, it wants us to see. Brad, you slowly come to, your forehead sore. You appear to have been asleep at the keyboard of an antique terminal machine, and as you sit upright, a wave of words and sounds pulsate through your mind. You are in a computer lab.
Oh, God. I'm in the 80s.
It was acceptable in the 80s.
I think, do I have Rune's memories or mine?
Roll me 2d6.
Oh, when I ask a stupid question. 6 and 3.
Your mind is foggy, but you are very much Brad.
Okay.
But you have a friend called Rune, and she needs your help.
Okay. Do I remember what she needed help with? Why was I in the computer lab? It's late. And ooh. Yeah, I start like kind of like trying to think, like going through the kind of waking up bit of, oh, I fell asleep. I look in the screen kind of to get like a mirror of myself and like see, am I, have I managed to imprint one of the keys on my head?
No.
How old does Brad perceive
Oh,
himself to be?
yes.
Current
Current age,
Okay,
Brad,
cool.
Cool.
What's on the screen?
Yeah, what is on the screen?
Literally the conversation that you three were just having.
Oh. Okay, so so I go, okay. Oh, I must have been mid sentence I was writing. So I start writing some more, and I
Nothing. You try to type, and nothing happens on the computer. Next to the computer, you see a device like this that starts spitting out tape.
Oh god! I always wanted one of these just because it looks cool.
Yeah. Is it a
Ticker tape.
Ticker tape printing.
Yeah.
That's so I have a look at it, see what's printing out. Ooh. Oh my.
I told you I need to pre-prepare my answers today.
I'm being treated. Observed, watched, scrutinized, awake, conscious, alert, perceiving.
Would you like to read them out, or
Oh,
would you like me to?
awake, conscious, alert, awake. But they're all spelled oddly. They have Greek letters. Perceiving, cognizant, observed, watched, scrutinized. And then I think my own paranoia would kick in and be like, am I being watched? And I start looking around and seeing if anyone's around me. I'm like, where am I? Like, cause
Of those questions, which is the more prescient?
I think with this, am I being watched? Ooh, this is a tricky thing to do.
Interesting gambit, Joe. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, affirmed, agreed, confirmed, true, assented, compliant, obeyed, invited.
This is very
With the board.
control.
Yeah.
I think who.
Who?
Yeah, who. Whom.
It's good that you're picking ones that I have pre-prepared so far.
Kind of like
Knickerbocker.
unfathomable, vast, unknowable, deep, infinite, boundless, consuming impulse. But impulse is capitalized and not capitalized, all caps, and fully English. I think the other thought comes back in, like of a friend needs help. Rune needs help. Where's Rune?
Ooh. Let's go for this one.
Ooh. Isolated, alone, separated, solitary, forgotten, abandoned, obscured, silenced, severed, lost. And kind of, at this point, I guess I would start kind of, at 4 positive kind of responses from this thing, I think my thought would be to kind of look at this thing and turn it around and turn it over and see if it's not bolted to the
No.
So yeah, looks at the bottom, looks around it, see if there's any markings on it, see who made it. Is any like any kind of markings on
There
this
are
thing?
no markings on this thing, or if there are, your brain cannot comprehend what
Like
they
too
say.
sleepy or too
Yeah, something.
tired or something? Or,
Does the tape look like it is decreasing in size on the reel?
No.
Yeah.
And as you pick it up, it's not plugged into anything. There's no real tape.
Oh god.
And as you're doing that,
Yeah.
there's a window at the far end of the lab, and suddenly a bright light will come across, hit you for a moment before going away again.
Can I pick this thing up?
Mm-hmm.
I think my instinct, in a weird way, would be to duck under the chair, the desk, and take this thing with me.
Yeah?
I don't think that's a weird way.
In a modern, normal context, a little. In a movie context, no.
Yeah, fair.
But I think in a tired, sleepy Brad would definitely be like, yep.
Yeah, you
that's-
duck under the table,
Yeah. So
the beam of light kind of hovers for a second, and then disappears, and the room is back to
Yeah.
relative darkness.
I think. Where I think where am I is yeah.
I know I've got one. There we are.
Home, conveyance, yeah, family, kin,
Convergence.
Oh yeah, it's convergence. Family, kin, hive.
Cult.
Oh god, cult. Good. Form, coalesce, form, clot, nest, impulse.
Clot.
There's
In
another
that
one.
I think there was like words that corresponded to each of us.
Say it again.
Second one. Home, conveyance,
Convergence.
family, kin, hive, cult,
Like a hive and cold.
form, coalesce, form, clot, nest, impulse. There's clot as well.
I did put Clot. No, the Clot's not in. It shouldn't be in there. Twice.
Oh, is it cult?
Cult and Clot, the two.
Cult and clot. Okay, so it is. Yeah. Cult, clot, and nest.
We do have impulse twice.
Yeah,
Like,
and
one, two.
different.
Is all caps impulse like the green tokens from Arbor?
Could be.
Oh god. Okay. I feel okay though. I feel like
I mean, you're groggy. You've got a headache, but
Yeah.
you're
But otherwise,
you're having trouble focusing.
I always get headaches. It's fine, especially late at night after staring at the screen for ages. Yeah, that's normal. Right. I feel for like keys or wallet or anything else.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Actually, you have a wallet. Actually,
Okay. Pull my wallet out and see if there's an ID. Anything else
there's
in
a
there?
student ID in there.
At 40? Jeez, I'm slacking here.
Has
you're
this
working
version
on
of Brad taken his meds?
Yeah.
Does this version of Brad have advantage in all checks?
Briefly.
No comment.
Yeah. So the student ID would have. Okay. So a student. Does it say where I am? Like the university name or something like that.
It says University of, and then the name of the university is burnt off.
Oh.
Ooh.
Birmingham?
Which way around is the date? Because it'll have an expiry date.
It is a UK date, goddammit.
DDMMYYY.
Nice. So that tells me I am in.
Actually, no, that would be sensible for this sort of. No, it'd be the American.
Oh.
Purely because it's the wrong way.
Oh god.
A strange, unsettling sense that something is wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. Student. I feel like I remember how I felt broadly speaking when I was a student. I don't feel. I don't feel. It's like nope, that hurts. These hurt. Yeah, this is not right. Okay, right. Okay, I'm somewhere weird. I don't understand, but Brew needs help. So let's fix problems I can fix first. Then we'll move on. Escape. kind of thinks about that, and then thinks, no. How do I help her? Ooh. Assist, offer, support. That one I can't quite read.
Assist, offer, support, reach.
Reach, guide, carry, lift, control, invest, manipulate. Yes, how?
I'll give you to find it. Oh, there it is. No, that's not the. Ah, there it is. There it is.
Inquiry, question, seek, probe, examine, investigate, challenge, interrogation, exposure, demand.
As you finish reading that one, all of the machine's terminals question mark, 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 and all the different terminals that you can see from under this desk.
So I kind of like, oh, that's probably bad. I get out from underneath the desk, and then I hit the question mark on the keyboard.
What's the keyboard layout?
So Dvorak.
English.
Okay.
British English with a US
Yeah.
date system. That is odd and bizarre.
And as you hit the keyboard, again, a light catches you for a second. You're blinded by this piercing light, and then it goes away again.
Can I go to the window and see what's making? Because it will be very visible to whatever's making that light. So like go up to the window and then like kind of like peek over the top. Like if it's like this, it's like just like leak over the top and see what's carrying this tickering thing with me. Yeah.
Roll me 2d6.
Oh.
6. 5.
In the far distance, you can't make it out. It's nighttime, so there's something in the distance amongst the crowds, but you can make out what to your mind is some sort of lighthouse
A lighthouse.
spinning.
Is there any exit to this room that I can see?
There is.
So yeah, I take this thing. I think he has. Is the lighthouse? Will the lighthouse help Rune? I think is what he gets to. What I get to. That's a really weird thing.
Is your focus on the lighthouse or the rune safety?
Rune safety. I think at the moment. Fix problems you can fix. And I don't know what anything else, so no, denied, refused, rejected, declined, negative,
Withheld?
forsaken, condemned, banned. Can this room help Rune? Can something in this room help Rune then?
You get the yes one.
Okay. Looks around for anything, any of the terminals that are different or in some way altered or changed.
Roll me 2d6.
Ooh. A 1. And a 5.
They all look without going one by one, check and take a long time. They all look the same to you. You get the inquiry, seek, probe, examine, investigate, challenge, interrogate, exposure, demand. Repeat from the ticket machine.
So I go up to one of the terminals and I type impulse and help Rune. Demand. Yeah.
As you type those words, the entire room shudders. You get a flickering of the lights pulsing down the room towards you, whips past you, and then goes all the way back to the window. And again, the lighthouse then focuses on this room, and you get a good 10 seconds of really bright, piercing light just focused on this room. And then it goes away.
I don't know if that's right or not. He thinks, I think,
Inquiry, question, seek, probe, examine, investigate, challenge, interrogate, expose, demand.
I'm type. I type. Where does Rune need to go to end the time loop?
You get on. So the screen in front of you changes to the Chronopher logo. Then next screen changes to the. I've never given you logos for the individual space stations, but you get different space stations appearing.
And then I have an understanding of that's that space station, that space station, that space station. So any of the space stations, okay. You should need to get that information to her somehow.
And then you get.
Ooh, new one.
Corrupt.
Ooh, corrupt.
Alter,
Turn, defile, spread, overwrite, contaminate, infect, ruin. The terminals. Okay. Like, can I open up an actual terminal on these terminals and code up a virus?
You cannot.
Okay.
Would have been cool.
Give you this one. You get the same one you've had before: assist, offer, support, reach, guide, carry, lift, control, infest, manipulate. Inquiry, question, seek, probe, examine, investigate, challenge, interrogation, exposure, demand.
I think I would type, because that seems to be doing something. I think, am I responsible for this?
You get
The negative one?
the negative one.
Okay. Send a message to Rune. Tell her where to go. Tell her to go to Chronopher, and then tells the station specifically. Give her the knowledge. And then protect her.
What would it do? You get assist, offer, support, reach, guide, carry, lift, control, infest, manipulate, offer, grant, present, bestow, share, attach, seed, ensnare.
Is she being watched by what I am being watched by?
You get the negative. No, denied, refused, etc.
Is she in danger? Ooh, safe, secure, protected, sheltered, guarded, untouched, comfortable, watched, isolated, sealed, quarantined. Quarantined. Okay. I type, or I say, am I safe?
I'm going to say it gives you the negative, and
Right.
as you finish reading that one, the light comes across the room
I
again.
immediately duck under the thing as the last thing's like the first thing's reading out, and I'm like, oh. I've got no access. I can type into the keyboards, but I can't write or do any programs.
Doesn't appear to be.
What is it like? Like a terminal, like an actual like command prompt kind of thing, and and when I type, it goes away. Like it's doing letters up and then going away.
It's like a terminal word processor like CAT, but it literally does nothing.
It doesn't allow me to get into
or
programmatic logic.
you are unfamiliar with the system to know how to get to a terminal. It may not even be a terminal.
Is the keyboard plugged in?
Well, that's true.
A surprising amount of time.
I should actually check that. It's not plugged in.
It's not plugged in.
God fucking. Yeah, they're all not plugged in. So I don't know, but it was working. So that's also weird. I think feeling that is still working though. There doesn't appear to be an exit to this place as far as
there's a door.
There's a door.
Yeah.
So I will go to the door and oh god, yeah, open it.
The door opens. There is typical campus signage. And you're in a corridor. In one direction, main campus. The other direction, lecture halls.
Main campus, lecture halls. Professor, maybe. I think. Can others help?
You get the negative. No, denied, refused, rejected, declined, negative.
Can I trust you?
Ooh, that's a good question.
You will get. I'll keep on this one yet.
Protect, shield, guard, defend, preserve, secure, bind, control, obsess.
Smother.
Oh, Jesus. Smother, chain. What do you get, my mother?
You get the negative.
That's good. Okay.
And you will get.
Oh.
As you look and try and decide which way down the corridor you go, you get one that says withdraw, recede, pull back, return, resign, dismantle, hide.
Okay, I pull it back in, and then I go to one of the terminals, and I pull it underneath the desk, and then start pulling it apart.
Roll me 2d6.
Cool. What's this one? 4 and a 2.
You don't seem to have the right sort of tools to be able to pry this thing open. You can try and bend and pull up a fully screwed in terminal with your bare hands, but it's going to hurt.
Need a screwdriver.
And you're going to take a long time.
Yeah, I think. Do I hear anyone else in the building at all?
Roll me 2d6.
6, 3.
You hear from the window you looked out of earlier. You hear conversation or something, maybe even song.
Oh, that's interesting. Put the terminal back on the top and go to the window and have a look down and see if I can see anyone down there at all.
So in the middle of the main campus room, there is a tree. In the tree, full of leaves, however some of them are glowing. Underneath the tree is an older woman in white robes, and around her are students that are circling around her equidistantly. After a while, one of the students leaves the circle, approaches the woman. They hold hands. The student turns white, as if turning into ethereal mist, and then floats up to the tree, and a new leaf is now bright and light. But the student is gone.
Right.
And as you watch that, again, the watchtower.
Yeah, I duck immediately.
Watchtower.
Sorry,
Lighthouse.
that's not. Yeah.
Is that relevant, or is that?
That's a rich faux pas. Not. I'm not hinting or.
That wasn't what we were supposed to read from that necessarily.
yeah.
No.
Cool.
Like, I think.
Sorry, there are certain words that are going to activate me
fair.
like a fucking
That's
sleeper
fair.
agent,
That's
my
fair.
guy.
I mean, Brad hasn't asked what it is yet, so.
No,
It's,
I haven't asked what it
yeah.
is. Seeing that and seeing is that related to Rune? And kind of thinking or gesturing to the woman down there.
You get the negative response. It feels a lot more certain.
Okay.
Like a lot of these answers are dreamlike and confusing,
Yeah.
but this one feels certain.
What is the lighthouse?
Oh,
I say danger, danger, Lord Robinson.
Oh, when you said danger, danger, my first thought was high voltage.
Observed, watched, noticed, detected, perceived, scrutinized, compromised, hunted, revealed, traced. Photorus.
What was that?
Photorus. It's got a name. Impulse and Photorus.
Oh.
What is impulse?
For Taurus lightning bugs?
yes.
Oh, God, I'm good.
Oh, thank you. What is impulse? What is Photorus?
Which one is the
I
one?
think that he starts with impulse, but then the Photorus becomes the more prescient because it's more.
I'm running out of paper, Brad.
That's good.
Explore all of them.
AI.
Oh, AI. Oh no. AI, construct, puppetry, infection, system, engine, overseer, hollow.
Oh, God. Is this an AI neural net thing? Is this entire campaign just building iterations on an AI mainframe thing?
Oh, please don't. I have enough problems.
Incredible.
What is impulse?
You get one you've already got before. Unfathomable, vast, unknowable, deep, infinite, boundless, consuming impulse.
Is the lighthouse? I don't know if I've asked this. Is the lighthouse dangerous, or what it represents to Rune? Is it dangerous to Rune?
Is Rune your focus?
Yes.
No, negative, denied, refused.
Is it dangerous to me?
No, denied, refused, rejected, declined, negative.
Okay. And then I think I go to one of the other terminals and
As soon as you get to the terminal, you get inquiry, question, seek, probe, examine, investigate, challenge, interrogation, exposure, demand.
oh, that's interesting. I think I would type what?
Flash, swift, sudden, immediate, instant, quick, rapid, spark, reflex.
But no pressure.
You're impatient, aren't you? And I think he goes.
No, denied, refused, rejected.
But my time is limited.
Yes, affirmative, agreed, confirmed,
Okay,
true, assented, compliant, obeyed, invited.
What's the best way to help Rune? Quickly, specifically.
I have one that's not close enough. Supply, gift, give, present, provide, infect, implant, transaction.
I can give something to Rune. Give her.
And it says yes, affirmative, agreed, confirmed, true, assented.
And I think I would just type give her knowledge.
That is a good word to use. As all the terminals light up, you are pounded not by bright light of the outside, but all the screens turning bright white.
Yes, that was a keyword.
The entire room shakes, and then all of the terminals turn off, apart from 4.
Ooh. If I'm not at one of the 4, I go over to one of the 4.
On one screen, you do I have these? I do have these. Cool. So here we go. I'm going to post it to Discord.
Ooh.
You get the Coronafor logo,
Ooh.
followed by this. You get the Coronafor logo, followed by this. You get a logo that you're unfamiliar with,
Yep.
followed by God, that has been butchered horribly. It is a star.
Okay.
And you get one more. I didn't have it. Which is looks like a ring. Again, accompanied by a symbol that you don't know.
Yep.
And then you get one more from the ticket tape.
Is that a benzene? No, not a benzene ring. That's
Something like hydrocarbon.
The actual thing that it is showing you
Cyclohexane.
is irrelevant. I asked a chatbot to give me a chemical formula.
right.
in
Okay.
ASCII
Cool.
form.
Okay.
Pick, decide, choose, elect, determine, condemn, invite, summon, curse.
So it's okay. Okay.
Once more,
Yeah.
light floods the room.
Wait for the thing to pass and then back up and then ring, star, numbers.
Roll me 2d6.
4, 5.
Pick 2, and I will elaborate.
The chemical formula,
Mm-hmm.
because infect keeps coming up, and inject, and a few other keywords that kind of fit in this area. And the star, I think. Yeah.
When you think about the formula one,
Mm-hmm.
you get the impression that it is not giving you a chemical, it is giving you instructions for a chemical.
Like how to construct something specifically.
And with the star, you get some sort of violent energy when you think about that one.
Okay. How to make something. Now, Rich doesn't know this. But I did a lot of chemistry in both high school and university. Do I know roughly what it might be making based on some of the structures that I'm seeing? Okay. Like, that's beyond me. Pick.
Point of clarification: the chemical formula it's making, is it a simple? Is it making one chemical, or is it making a series of things?
Ooh.
It is going to... See, I just put some lovely abstract symbolism on a thing. You are getting instructions on how to make something, is what I will say.
Okay. So it could be a material chemical, or it could be
Or protein.
or it could be protein, or it could be liquid, or it could be anything.
Used in manufacturing.
Ooh.
This is not an organic chemical that you're making, if that's...
Okay.
That was
helpful.
That was more what I was thinking. Is it's making bodies? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think knowing that this thing star, and then type star, and then types given that give rune knowledge worked, he also types give rune love. And then just praise.
Damn, dude.
Roll me 2d6.
3 and 6. This dice is very good. I have a feeling it might be weighted as new.
You have rolled a 1 with it.
That's true. I don't know if this is good or bad, though. It's the problem. I'm like...
It was like that player used to talk about who would routinely roll bad. It wasn't that he would roll low, he would just roll whatever was the worst for him at that moment.
Yeah. God, every single time.
Come on, load. So a 5th terminal turns on,
Ooh.
and all it's doing is printing out text.
What is it printing?
Of course, it doesn't link me to the.
20 go to 10. Hello.
Oh, God. I mean, I was genuinely going down that path of, like, if I can just get this thing to loop something.
So another screen comes on. You're getting reams and reams of text on that screen.
Okay.
You read?
Yeah.
Most assassins strike with physical weapons, and many burglaries and spies use thieves' tools to infiltrate secure locations. In contrast, a soul knife strikes and infiltrates with the mind, cutting through barriers both physical and psychic. These rogues discover psychonic power themselves and try to do their roguish work. It is reading out the soul knife subclass.
Subclass, yeah.
I will tell you now, if you pick this, you have to change your subclass.
So it will change. It will change Rune's subclass. Mm-hmm. Okay, I see.
You asked to help Rune. This is how it's chosen to.
Yeah.
It makes you a Beastmaster Ranger from the 2014 PHP.
Ow! Oh. So I think. Oh God. So. I think the thing is that. Does Brad get to choose what subclass she gets in the result, or has it become a completely new custom subclass that Rich has made up?
You get to choose what subclass you go to.
Oh, okay.
You could even take a time knife.
Time thief.
Time thief.
Time knife.
The Bradian Will doesn't know this. All he knows is that you've asked for help, and that's what it's told you. You don't know what it means, but I'm telling Brad, the player, that it's going to remove Rune's subclass and replace it with one of your choice.
Right.
I'm not going to just give you
Yeah. I mean, I'd be cool with that if it was like a broken one.
Not 5 sessions before.
Yeah, your sneak attack now deals instant kill damage to astral dragons.
This one's just called Soul Knife, but with a gun.
Oof.
Also at 3rd level.
Oh,
I wonder if it's loaded.
If you want, you can decide later on if you want to. I don't want to put you on the spot.
Yeah,
We can.
I think. I don't.
Updates using the new rules for Rogue.
They're fucking strong. They're not to be fucked around with. I think why would this help? I don't like. Why does this help? Fated Destined, inevitable, that's... Oh, I was right on this.
Well, if you remove the soul knife, you remove runes tied to destiny.
Fated, destined, inevitable, foretold, ordained, shackled, mark, sacrificed, stowcast, rune.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling that's where you were going with that thought. Yeah. And I think Brad knows rune well. Somehow.
Mm-hmm. You didn't roll high enough to separate who rune is into you in world.
Yeah. So I think knowing rune well enough, I think he chooses that. He chooses that one because the thing that she's always hated more than anything else is being shackled to destiny.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, she chooses that.
Cool. That was a freebie. You can still pick one of the other 4.
Oh.
Because you said, I'll take this and also help send rune love for...
Yeah.
But I'll still let you pick one of the other 4. It will affect how the game ends.
Oh, God. Don't say shit.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
If I have a second to ask one more question...
Yeah.
I would think which one of these will break the loop. Or has the best chance of breaking the loop.
Veil, hidden, unseen, withheld, forgotten, masked, distance, shrouded.
Make something power. And 2 other choices. A ring. A ring doesn't make sense. Power doesn't make sense. Star.
Actually, no, I will give you... I do have this one.
Ooh.
No, not... No. Target, mark, focus, aim, prey, claim, brand, expose, condemn.
A ring is a target.
I'll say, as a reminder, 2 of them have the Chronophor symbol on it, 2 of them have some other symbol that you've not seen.
Oh, I see. Okay. Which 2 have the Chronophor?
The chemical compound and the hexadecimals.
And the other ones have some other symbol.
Some other symbol.
That I do not recognize. Star in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And target was the word.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would choose the ring, as it's the closest in imagery to a target. Those stars? No. Bullseye is a star, I guess. It's kind of. No, the ring.
I'll give you this for free. When it says target, it's referring to the symbol, not to the item. So you're picking. Are you picking something to act against Chronophor or whatever this unnamed thing is?
The unnamed thing.
And once you've picked a target, how are you going to do it?
Okay. So 1 and 2 of them are against the Chronophor, who she hates, and Brad would know that. And 2 of them are against this other thing that I don't. What does the symbol look like? Could I infer what it is?
Yeah,
from
roll
it?
me 2d6.
That's not even in close to the box. A 2? A 1. So, whatever that means.
It's fuzzy. You don't know.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm. If you can guess, I'll tell you yes or no, but I'm not going to give you
Is it the void?
No.
The beast, the doubt.
Nope.
The elves.
Yes.
Okay.
What was your question, Ryan?
You said there was a ring.
Mm-hmm.
This chemical symbol is also a ring.
The chemical symbol
has a
four
ring in
things.
it.
Chemical symbol, hexadecimal codes, star, ring.
Just like all of them except the hexadecimal code, which I don't know what the hexadecimal code is, but it could be drawing a ring. I was wondering if they were all meant to be like enclosing polygon type things. No. Okay, cool.
I call out of her, or the elves. The elves are related to the time. No, the elves are related to the thing that was going to.
The wave.
The wave.
The elves have a star that is dying.
Star.
Fix the star. Maybe save everyone. Stop the wave as well. And she'll beat those machines and then chooses the star.
Chooses the star.
Yeah.
Cool. As you make that choice, the lights of the room start to turn off.
Yeah.
And the ticker tapes will give you... This one feels like a question.
Oh. A company beside... escorting, companion, allied, together, shadowing, rising, tethered, bound. Yes.
Sweet.
Okay.
And with that, Rune lands back on the deck of the ship.
How long have you been gone?
My question.
Couple of minutes.
Does Rune have any
2
memory
minutes
of
rather
that?
than about 40?
Yeah.
Which is what we've had, yeah.
Do I have it? Does Rune have any memory of that?
Roll me a charisma saving throw.
Oh no, this doesn't go well for me. And even if I win this, it's not good for me. Okay. I have a 19 portent dice. I'm going to use that. And then I get a D. No, I don't get D because it's a skill check. So charisma saving throw. That's 24.
You remember everything. You don't remember being in control of the body.
No, but I remember.
You remember as if you're looking through that person's eyes.
Okay.
Watcher, how's things going? What did you see?
A lot. It's very. My eyes. A place I don't recognize. Greens. Green with black with green letters, and a ticker tape and knowledge, and somebody trying to help me, or I'm trying to help me. I'm a little confused about the pronoun usage in this context. I didn't feel like me.
Another iteration of you?
No, I don't get that impression at all. No.
So it's not you transformed into something else, it was an entirely different being.
Yes, I would have felt the feeling of being able to
transform.
Yes, to shift, to move, I would have felt more like my self, and I didn't. But they were trying to help me. They sent me knowledge, and they sent me love, and they sent me something. A star, I think.
Good egg.
And I feel untethered.
Yes.
No, you don't.
I don't yet. Okay. I feel like something's going to change or is changing. I don't know what that means yet.
In the distance, the black hole in the center of this universe, the center of the solar system, you hear a
Ooh.
sea rippling towards you, going millions of light years a second, washes over the ship. With that, Rune, you're similar to the body that you found on the island that Fenwick was on.
Sure.
That has sort of deteriorated into those threads. As it ripples through you, you can see your whole hand turn into threads as a wave comes across your body, and your entire being converts into threads for a second, ripples through you, and it keeps going to your other arm, and that arm then starts touching and holding another person as a threaded form that looks like you
Ooh.
is extruded from yourself.
Well, that's unusual.
It's red, isn't it? It's red threads.
And black.
Ooh. And she looks at it.
You gonna hold on?
I think she looked. Is the figure of the threads looking at Rune as well, or does it?
This being is made purely of threads. So you get the impression you can see it's facing your direction. You can't make out details like eyes. It is just black and red thread.
I think she goes. I'm in charge of my own threads now, and you need to go. And let's go.
Grab a hand. It does that and holds on, grips you tightly, almost to the point where it's hurting you. Does that and then, and in your hand you find a little medallion shaped like a star.
Ooh.
And then it will go.
Cool. And then she kind of waves goodbye to it.
You good?
Yeah. I think, yes, lots better now. A lot better. I feel in control. And
now whatever subclass you've chosen,
yeah, I can.
you feel skills sort of
Yeah,
slotting into place that you instincts coming into place.
Yeah. Like something that should never have been has been taken away.
Okay.
And then she kind of like subconsciously, her form begins to shift back into the more adult version.
And your little Gigor there?
Oh. A gift from somebody who loves me? I think.
Wonderful.
Or somebody who wanted to send me love. It's very confusing at this point.
Good taste, either way.
I don't know what this is, though.
That's fine.
And
There's a lot of that going round.
I don't really have any way of determining that.
Who would you identify it?
Please.
Your mind tries to connect to this thing. You try to identify it.
Mm-hmm.
Your brain connects to a star. It is bright, powerful, unimaginable. All you get is this was once part of the whole and it should go back to where it belongs. As to what it is and what it does, you cannot figure it out.
So this is I'm just getting all null fields except this needs to go back to where it was taken from.
Mm-hmm.
I'll relay that. Ah, it's spicy. It's a bit of a star,
Oh.
and it
Makes sense.
God, I taste copper. Yes, and it rather needs to go back to where it was taken from. Do you reckon this is a bit of the old
The failing star.
dying star moth ship? What's it?
Maybe this is what was missing. Maybe this is the reason it's dying.
Well,
We can put it back
Yeah.
maybe that's supposed to go in instead of us.
instead of one of us, anyway.
All right.
As a
Or we've always grabbed that and we've needed to take it in ourselves.
Never seen that before.
Oh,
Yes.
never mind then.
as an
Something new.
artificer who deals more with metal than with organic components, can I also try and have a look at the thing?
Mm-hmm.
Is it rather than it being magical as such, is it a mechanical construct of some description?
Absolutely not. It is pure magic.
Interesting. Okay, cool.
Right.
Okay.
Were we just arriving in the system with a doubt?
Yes, you.
In that case, two of Ida's arms are going to point out and go, so what do we do about that then?
Can I have my star thing?
Oh, of course. No, yeah, sorry.
Thank you.
In character, I've already given it back.
Where did it come from?
Me? I think. Or
Or
somebody.
that other being that had some
The one that loves
crossover with you.
Yes, the wanted to help me.
Yes.
It'd be useful at some point. and I've lost something I never wanted.
That's a pretty good trade.
Best kind of thing to lose.
Indeed. I don't know what I gained in its stead, though. I'm still working that.
That's fine.
You've got a bit of time whilst we're approaching this anyway. Take your time.
So my original plan to help Rune was to basically eject Rune from the campaign.
Ooh.
Oh.
You want Rune to have a peaceful life? Sure, then
Yeah,
she doesn't
yeah,
get
yeah.
to take part in
Yep.
anything that's to come.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Does Brad have a backup character to bring in?
I decided that was not the right course.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
This is cool, though.
Something interesting times.
So last session, we had a quick chat. When you got here, you had 2 pieces of information. You had where the other person that Toppler gave the map to had gone. There's like a rendezvous point here. And there was also, when you arrived at this place, the wild space orrery that Vaxis had turns
Shows
on
the
and shows
station
the station.
for the containment.
Yes, and that's the thing I have prepped for, so please pick.
I think we should go to Station 4, the containment.
I think so too.
I also want to go there, not just because it will make your life easier, although that's a much.
That's what you decided last time, please.
Yeah. But there is now a second reason, and I need to say it out loud before my brain jumbles it up, because the thing that you got, the star thing, we are in the system that contains the doubt. Is the thing that you were given actually going to help us, or is it going to hinder us in a way, or is that thought what the doubt wants in the first place? And that's where I've gone around. So I basically want to go and see if it's still in containment and able to do anything. Because I think that I'm doing it to myself rather than any kind of... Assuming it does fix the star, we would...
No one needs to die.
No,
The
but
Astrolels will stop harvesting planets.
will they? Oh, yes. We may need to open up a dialogue with them to ensure that they do indeed stop harvesting.
Yes.
And, if possible, reverse the process.
I mean, we could, if we just need to throw the thing in there, we can just do it. Sneak in, get to where we need to get to, throw this thing where it needs to go, and then run like hell. Maybe take out whoever started this whole thing in the first place, because if they're willing to...
Anyone who is willing to put a plan like this into action rather does need excision.
They need to not be left in charge.
Yes.
You're assuming that it's one person.
Person, government.
Species.
Yeah, I'm a bit less cool with that, but...
But that's what I mean.
We had ascertained, I believe, in some way that it is a ruling cadre of the Astral Elves who are making the decision.
Yes. But while the populace were not directly aware of what was happening, I thought that they were also not looking to question how this was occurring in aid of an easy life.
Well, I see it a bit like this. If you're willing to, skimp out on your council tax, that's a very different thing to the generic massacre of whole star systems.
It's not, yeah.
Yes. 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 My thinking is I'm trying not to give too much into the doubtfulness thinking, because I'm now paranoid that the doubt's causing it, even though it physically can't in real life. But yes. Let's go see the doubt. Maybe
Yes, why not?
that will clarify things, hopefully.
Sure, it will.
Yeah.
Is that Zeranzat saying that? I don't know. Maybe. Who could say?
Have you visited the doubt before?
Never, and I'm not going to go today.
Have we?
Why?
I don't believe so.
Why don't you want to come? It could be good catharsis.
Because it's a god killer.
It is a god killer. It is a god entrapment machine. I do not want to get my godly ass in there and be trapped. Thank you very much.
Go on, dare you.
No.
You're only like slightly god anyways. We're basically the same as you at this point, so, you know, not far off.
What
They'll
is
treat
it
us the
Appears
same.
at you. Not anymore.
Ooh. I like that.
Progress.
Of the god Juju injecty whatsits, did Brad get a power like we did for the rest of them?
He got the what was the remaining one? So blink,
Banishment.
yeah, blink, mislead, dimension door, banishment.
Do you still have banishment?
Yeah.
Mechanically, how does that work? Is that a spell that I've just learned?
Yes,
or-
it is a spell that is now in your list.
It's
If
like
you
once
couldn't
a day?
cast it before, you can still. It's like you've been given an item, except it is now part of your physical
Yeah.
body that lets you cast once a day, like a racial feature.
Oh
once
right,
a
okay,
day.
so it doesn't consume a spell slot. It's its own. Okay, cool.
And very specifically, you
use.
cannot use a spell slot to cast it again. It's like once per day, and that's
Yeah.
all you get.
Not that this is ever going to be relevant because none of us have the ability. Just curious as to whether you could use metamagic on it. Stuff like twin spell or distant spell, or not that works for any of those, but
No, you cannot.
interesting.
So off to
Celestial Station
Celestial Station.
4.
lovely. Let's do this. And let's bring up this. Emerging from the mist of cosmic dust is the silhouette of a station, massive, silent, and inert for now. Its exterior is smooth and industrial, sharp angles designed with machine-like precision to deflect incoming projectiles, and a material that seems to be reflecting a wave of radiant energy that only you can spot as a heat wave warps the space around the vessel. The station itself seems to emit no light, with the exception of dim red lights that pulse along an opening at the rear of the station, indicating an entrance or docking bay of some description. Along the wide of the vessel is the words Celestial Station 4, The Confinement, a facility built on the edge of knowing, orbiting a being that should never have been, built to imprison the entity that tore open the heart of the world. It was never meant to explore, nor to understand, only to contain. You are about to enter the vessel that will decide if the defence holds.
Sorry, what was the last bit? You were about to enter the vessel.
That will decide if the defence holds.
Interesting. Okay.
I assume we're all on board.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
Alright, in we pop.
it's a very Dune-like ship in some ways. Very like there is no reason to have any thrusters or any kind of thing on it because we just move when we want to.
Feel free to close that. Hopefully you can all
Yeah.
Your ship slowly glides into a large, expansive room, a space sized to contain at least a dozen ships your size. However, yours is the only one present, and as you float over towards a bay closest to what appears to be this space's only door, behind you, back towards the open space, a light sheen can be seen blocking the entire panel, as if an invisible barrier is maintaining the air envelope of the station. As the ship comes to a rest, multiple columns of metal slowly rise out of the floor silently, cushioning your landing akin to resting on a bed of needles. You have arrived.
What's the weird thing?
That is a set of barrels.
Love some barrels.
Are they empty?
Feel free to start exploring.
I'm gonna grab.
How do we...
Just in case we. I don't know why we need minis for combat.
I don't know why either. I
Second
mean,
chuck. To the left hand side.
As you chuck a rope off the side of the vessel and sort of shimmy your way down, Zarin goes, "Good luck!" and then kind of ducks behind the railing. Yeah.
Is there anything else in this area other than the door and the barrels?
No.
What's in the barrels?
Uh,
I mean, if we're here.
You open a barrel up. Sand, some sort of black sand.
I'll be taking some of that in a vial.
Sure.
Any labels on the barrels? And it has Kosh symbols or...
Yeah, I will also take
Can
some
I
of the mysterious sound.
Make any kind of check to identify the material?
You can.
What would you like me to make?
This would be Arcana.
I was up to. It's an 11 on the die.
That's a 10 on my dice, so 16 total for me. I imagine you're about to...
I can't remember what it is, and the app just crashed.
Oh no!
But
It's going to be somewhere around a 24.
Yeah.
Ido James.
The moment that we get aboard, do our bracelets reset?
Not yet.
23.
You're not sure, but when you took apart...
I'm going to use my point of inspiration.
I'm telling you now you don't need to. I'm
Okay,
giving you
cool,
the
cool.
most complete answer I can give you.
Ah, interesting.
I only say it because you're not sure why it's in this state. So when you took apart Vax's sword and the crystals that were attached to it, and you were making the other things, at one point you got like a chip picked off and residue. It's that, but completely inert.
So this is something that this is like when you get depleted uranium that is no longer radioactive but has undergone
Some sort of-
internal fission. Right. Okay. Cool.
With my previous work on board cargo ships, does this look like it's been laid out like it was due to be collected, or like it was just being stored somewhere?
Just being stored somewhere.
Okay, cool.
Got a door here.
I've got your back.
And I've got this gun. Fire it up in the air. Everyone gains. No, why am I even rolling? It's just I'm just going to do it until everyone has 14 temporary hit points.
I've still got 14 temporary hit points from before.
I do not.
Nice.
So there we go.
The door has a little touch white panel like you've seen on every other safe station you've been on.
Okay, yeah. Beep.
And you get a... but behind you, a...
Can someone with a bracelet touch this?
I took mine off.
I've got mine. If I touch my bracelets,
It goes... But behind you,
yeah.
appearing like an illusory image is... Best words to describe it, it's like a will-o-wisp. It is a floating ball of energy, of magic. Greetings, interlopers. My name is CS4 S5811, but you may refer to me as the Warm Embrace. Please state the nature of your visit.
Curiosity.
And to check on that the defences are holding.
To check on the status of the creature known as the Doubt. Oh, what did I do?
I didn't need your help, Brad.
Oh,
Session, I enjoyed these, so...
Oh!
Were you getting those during...
Yeah.
Yeah, I use it to represent time passing.
The defence appears to be holding, but thank you for your interest.
We still require access.
Why?
Curiosity.
Access denied.
SR581?
The Warm Embrace, hello.
Are there 580 previous, or...
Oh, that is my designation.
But is it a sequential designation?
Classified.
Fun. Right.
Are you a very young AI? Relatively speaking.
It can't glower at you, but you get classified.
What are you, other than the Warm Embrace? That is who you are. What are you?
I'm the guardian of this facility.
Right, are there any other Guardians?
No, just me.
Ah, brilliant. Right.
Are you giving the doubt a hug?
How are you containing the doubt?
Classified.
How are you sure that the defences are still working?
Classified.
If I were to just rip that door off its hinges,
We can't
what would you do
another
to stop
one.
me?
We shouldn't do this one without considering.
It bobs towards you a little bit. I am detecting multiple signatures coming in from you. You appear to have a great amount of etheric radiation among you. Would you like to come in for decontamination?
Yes, he would.
Okay. Disappears and the door opens.
Ah!
I will we shall join you to make sure that your etheric radiation decontamination goes well.
I'm not sure I'd like this.
Do you want me to go
How
first?
about me?
It's gone.
Oh, okay.
She said okay and then disappeared and the door opened.
Then.
Do you want me to go first, Draxus? If you're concerned.
No, it's fine.
And in movies where there's like an escape sequence going on and there's the lights and the kind of zoom, zoom kind of guiding you where to go, the lights are guiding you in at the moment.
Am I allowed to ask a meta question?
Sure.
Does it have a brother called Guilty Spark?
Yeah.
I love it. No.
Halo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, is Warm Embrace also from Halo?
No.
No.
Okay.
But
There's
five.
very
Five.
five,
Okay.
yeah.
I've never played Halo. I've just sung the theme tune a lot.
And watch the Brian David Gilbert video.
Yes. The suit doesn't jack him off.
Okay, I will attempt to follow him. Is this literally just big enough for two people?
There's a door at the other end of it.
Yeah.
Vaxis is currently a large creature.
Apologies.
He takes up 4 squares.
Does he fit through the
He
door?
does not fit through, but how long have we got left on this thing?
Oh gosh, I rolled high, didn't I?
How long did it take us to get from the...
Took you a few hours to get to this system and then another few hours from when you entered to the station, so it's been 7-8 hours.
Oh, in that case, I'm regular size again.
Okay.
Yeah. I was about to say, because I knew it had been a certain amount of time because I had to pop a spell slot on Healing Gun.
Cool. Door is open.
Well, let's go through then.
Yes, let's get going.
You want to move us and move the map?
Yeah.
And then these bright lights and kind of again continue to guide you forward further into the space station.
Is there anything I can see on either left or right hand side, given I can see 120 feet in pure magical darkness?
For whatever reason, you cannot see
Oh, that's
very
bad.
far into this dark. There is definitely silence in this room and a few guiding lights at your feet. You cannot see more than a few feet in either direction. That is not on the path going forward.
What about me?
All of you.
I'm going to step 1 square off of the path and wait to see. Can I see much beyond that? Like,
I don't see any alarm bells. And
You're not entering darkness, but you can continue to see 5 feet in front of you if you were to continue to walk into it.
right, okay, so it's not like there's a wall that I'm getting closer towards. Okay.
If I
And for the sake of narrative, this room is again almost like a huge cargo container, but I didn't want to put that
Yeah.
on the map.
if I get a pebble, cast light, and throw it, does it light up the room or does it get swallowed?
It lights up, but only in a 5-foot radius.
Oh, it's a pressing light.
It's
The-
a pressing light.
The box that I'm stood by,
Mm-hmm.
if I were to crack that open, does that contain more of the black dust?
Would you like to go for? I'm not sure. I can see on the map actually.
I've just picked whatever one goon is currently.
Those
next to.
ones.
That one.
Check. Yeah. So you crack that open, and basically it's almost like there's a vacuum in there. So roll me a strength check.
Oh wow. Okay. Just a pure strength check. It's not a saving throw or anything. Okay. 8 then, because apparently I
And
suck
you try and
today.
fight to open your hands or whatever crowbar you're trying to use. The vacuum is so tight that it won't give. It maybe budges a tiny little bit, but
I will take that as a sign that I shouldn't open that box.
Oh, well, now I quite want to open it.
Try a different one.
Yeah, so I'll try a different
There's
one.
plenty of boxes.
roll me a
there.
perception check
I'd love to.
if you're looking at those boxes specifically.
13 plus numbers. The number specifically being plus 10, 23.
You see at the corner of one of these things a little control panel.
Ooh, I'll have a go at the control panel.
Roll me a investigation. Or I've been using Arcana for machine stuff as well, so investigation or Arcana.
29.
You can pretty much figure out how to manipulate the panel to open it.
Yeah, go on then.
Rises up. You can feel the whoosh of air as the vacuum
Rushes in.
Inside is a brand new, perfectly minted probe. This one looks a little different to the ones you've seen before. There are two large metallic chunks on either side of it.
This is a gun turret. This is one of the defense against the... Because I know they said... We saw there were defenses pointed inwards. I'm guessing this is one of those.
That'd be a reasonable inference.
If I were to look at it, the bits of metal, are they attached to the probe or the box? Like
They're attached to the probe.
Okay, they're not like clamps holding it in place. Okay, cool. No.
No, they're going to fold out into some crazy gun.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, what would I have to roll to try and remove one of these and have it be functional?
Strap it to your wheelchair.
Yeah!
Roll me an Arcana check.
I'm definitely using my point of inspiration on that too. For an 18 plus a 30.
You could probably remove it after some time. You don't have the power source to run it.
Beans. That's fine. Right. Well, probes in there.
Right. In...
The light is continuing to guide you in that direction.
Warm embrace. He was there.
After a moment, you hear over like a cackle of radio. Yes?
Am I affected by etheric radiation in quite the same way?
Do you still have crafting components from the swords?
Yes.
Then yes, please proceed to decamination, please.
Right.
Well, I probably should get decontaminated. It's probably not great for me.
I don't know.
Does decontamination just occur for the individual or all iterations?
Decontamination of the items, please proceed.
Yeah.
Of the items.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna.
So the item that they're talking about for me is the vial, because the crafting component that I took from the sword disappeared even within the vial. So is that leached into the vial itself or something?
So when I asked you if you had pieces of the sword, it was...
Because I have a closed jar which I put some in, but you narrated that it disappeared.
Oh, if it's this,
within the vial.
then you don't have it.
I don't. Okay, sorry. Beg pardon.
But essentially you broke down his sword and the associated contaminated parts into the knuckle
watch.
dusters. Oh, the watch, wasn't it?
Yes,
Which
the
was
watch.
yeah. That's the thing it's referring to. If you still have parts left.
Oh,
over
in that
from-
case, definitely yes.
Yes,
Sorry.
yes.
Yeah.
I cannot open that.
Oh, apologies.
Because I had, because I took, what I have in my collection is a bunch of swords from the island.
Yeah, well, Vax is going to anyway.
What am I looking at here? Beyond my untimely death.
Ooh.
You look at what? Roll me a perception check.
I mean, I think this is probably the decontaminator. That's another 3, so.
Can I...
13.
No.
23.
So you see a set of seats. You see two large discs, probably about bigger than the shield, twice that sort of size.
Like a large gong.
Like a large gong, but dented outward like a circular shield would be, and not perfectly flat. And there's two either side of this room, and then a panel at the.
Is
far
it
south
concave or convex towards us? Is it like a radar dish or a
It
Captain
is
America shield?
Captain America shield.
Cool.
And then on the screen that is at that side of the room, it says, "Please enter."
I've rolled a 3 on my perception, so yeah. In I go.
Yeah. Vaxus will also.
Yeah, and it's going to keep going. This thing is
Can't.
weird.
Oh,
No, please enter. As in, please enter this room.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah. I was going to say.
Yeah.
If,
I'll
we don't
shove up
need
if I can.
decontamination. Should we be in this room?
are all 4 of you in the room?
I think I asked that before I entered the like. Rune's like about to go. Wait a minute. Let me think about this.
Please enter decontamination. You cannot enter the rest of the facility unless you've been decontaminated.
Are you going to take my blood?
No.
Are you going to take any component of me?
Unknown.
That's very strange.
Is any part of Rune contaminated?
Yes.
Can you identify what part?
No.
Am I contaminated?
Yes.
Ooh.
You're all deemed a severity 2 severity 2 contamination risk.
What does that mean?
Classified.
And how many levels are there?
Classified.
Is up good or bad?
Classified.
We're in the middle, which is the most annoying.
Yes.
Please enter.
How many trucks will
You may choose to leave.
Oh.
Could truck wood?
Go in.
Can you do us one at a time?
Ooh.
I'm happy to guinea pig.
No, it's fine.
Yes,
I'll
that
go
is
first.
acceptable. However,
I'll
you
go
cannot
first.
interact with the others until you have all been decontaminated.
Can we get out again afterwards?
No.
So once we go in, that's it. No more. We can't go out again.
Once all 4 of you have been decontaminated, I will let you out.
But I could leave now.
Yes.
The
You have not yet entered the facility.
the door on the other side, is it soundproof?
Unknown.
Could one telepathically communicate through it?
Unknown. I've never needed to test it.
I'm happy to guinea pig go through and then telepath back.
Sounds.
Vaxus, would you care to join me?
Sure.
And Goon is already in there. 'Cause
Is it just Rune that's saying?
No. I
I
think
think-
only 2 of us should go through first.
That's what I'm thinking,
Good.
yeah.
Why don't you stay out with Rune?
I'll be fine.
Sure. Okay.
I'm a big girl.
That's fine. It's only because
It's not that. I just think only 2 of us should go through.
Well, why not just one of us? Oh no, I suppose that's true because then you're on one. By
Yes, you
that's
don't want
fair.
no one to be on their own.
That's
The buddy system holds!
it does indeed.
So which two are? So
Goon
Goon
out.
and Rune.
Rune and Goon.
Rune and Goon are on the outs.
Rooney Goon.
Cool.
They've got Vaxus and Ido inside.
Contaminate me. No, decontaminate me.
You are deemed a severity 2 decontamination risk. I cannot allow you entry until you agree to go through the decontamination countermeasures. Side effects include nausea, disorientation, exhaustion, and a complete disillusionment of one's identity. Do you wish to proceed?
I've been a grad student, that's part of the course.
That last one should be more concerning.
That's a bit concerning, but if
Can
Ido...
we hear that from outside, or can we not? Or is it broadly casted across?
So the room is soundproof.
Is it telepathy proof?
No.
I'll relay this as we go.
Okay, so I go. That last one, I'm relatively smart, but it doesn't sound good.
What was it again?
A complete disillusionment of one's identity.
Okay, so the thing I'm worried about is not Ido, is the fact that I am holding upon my person the necklace of prayer beads, which provides a direct psychic link to the entire Green Hive mind.
I know what it's referring to. If you want to try and...
I'm just gonna send. I'm gonna click yes and send my whole species into a cable.
Sure, click yes.
You're like, yes,
You might break the hive mind into individual units.
We're here now.
That's
You hear the panels warming up. The screen says, iteration escape detected. External influence detected. Activating dampers in 3, 2, 1.
Iteration escape detected. So that was us going to our different...
That was meeting with...
Is that door now unlocked?
Not yet.
Oh.
Yeah, it's got to do well.
Something's going to happen first.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you had made something happen already.
No, I'm about to read it to you.
Oh, shit. You had a very triumphant click and off. Was why.
Yeah.
Winged boots. Cloak of protection. All-purpose tool. Conifer bracelet. That one doesn't count. And the feat that you picked. Braces of defense. Ring of protection. The Eldritch Claw tattoo. And whatever feat you picked. Those all lose their abilities and their magic. And more importantly, for the narrative, every single memory that you made up to say how you got those items is immediately revealed to be false.
Oh.
So we still have the items, but no longer the...
The items no longer work.
And I'm no longer lucky.
You're no longer attuned to them. You're no longer lucky.
That's a bugger. Right. Okay. Just remove some stuff. Cloak of protection. Well, I can't fly anymore, and that's a bit of a bugger.
Is it just the items, or like, do I lose my feet?
What feat did you pick?
I picked alert.
Yeah, you get... As the memories disappears, your mind becomes more foggy and less alert than you were before. You notice things less.
And I'm no longer lucky.
Mm-hmm.
What about the thing we got from the god Juju?
You still have that.
Like spell, okay.
I'll relate telepathically exactly that and say...
You cannot telepathically communicate with those outside now.
Even through my regular Thrikreen...
Correct. Now that you've gone through, you are completely cut off.
Oh no.
The Faraday cage is closed around us.
Yes.
And then that door opens.
Yes.
Great.
Where's my...
I lost contact with them.
Decontamination complete. Please proceed to quarantine room 1 to relinquish etheric contaminated items. Door opens. And it's locked, isn't it? Sorry. Boop.
Yes, I can't get through to them.
What happens?
Not great.
What happens
Oops.
if I activate my telepathy crystal?
Ooh.
You can't hear them.
Well, either that door is...
Can we see? Is there like a window?
Yeah, you can. There's a window. Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, so we
God.
can't. Okay.
It's not just like dead.
Yeah, I'll let there be a window.
Okay,
Wait,
okay.
this isn't a decontamination room. It's a wood chipper.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
I'll poke at my winged boots and go... the propulsion tech on the wheelchair and go...
Oh, broke his deck.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
Um,
But Rune has some memories of these things being given to us.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's smart enough to work this out. Yeah, she's definitely smart.
we knew that we knew that there were some things which...
Vactus was the only one who didn't realise that.
Oh, yeah.
Because Vactus was the only one who kept on failing the checks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I was 50-50, but now I am certain I know which items were iteration escapes. Cool.
Which ones? So I think Rune can't remember. I can't remember which one Rune knows.
Huh.
So those are things that have been harvested then from other iterations and given to us by the probes. Because they were within probes.
Yep.
So why does this one not know about it?
Why does this one want to take them away?
Doesn't want the doubt to be able to escape into other iterations?
I mean, will these items reactivate once we're outside?
No idea. Bloody hope so.
Warm embrace.
Hello.
The items that have now been deactivated,
Yes.
will they
I have decontaminated them for you.
Thank you.
Will they be
You're welcome.
Will they be recontaminated on
Upon our exit.
Why would you want to take them away from you? Take them away from here.
No reason, just curious.
Please proceed to quarantine room 1.
Which one's quarantine room 1?
Warm lights go down. No, actually, it's the one right next to you.
I am going to write on a bit of paper and hold it up against the window. Anything that... No, I had been keeping a track of which things... anything where our memories had changed. So I'm going to give them a list of those things and say, if you can leave those outside, do.
When did you start compiling that list? Because it wasn't straight away.
It wasn't straight. It was about halfway through. I cannot tell you, honestly, when it was. So,
should we say the first
50%
two
down the list? Yeah.
Which will cover Jex's items.
Yes.
So
That's a really good point.
because, to my knowledge, and my memory could be failing me here, Jex worked out one of them. Goon, I don't think has. But I can't remember how much of the comparison tech. Because the armor was literally just found inside a probe with a message like
From Zaren's ass.
yeah.
Spicy.
I think so. I have so. So I know one of them definitely will not be on that list. One of them she definitely doesn't. I think she takes off the. No, I don't think she takes off anything. She's like, well, I've got whatever I lose at this point. And
Do you take off the star medallion you've just been given?
oh fuck yes. She goes, I need this. So,
Zaren?
She's not with you. She's on
no,
the ship.
she did
Yeah,
not.
but can you go back to the ship?
Yeah. Oh, do I want to let her hold on to this though? No, I go up to the tray.
But you go back out up to the...
So, oh yeah, 'cause it's got a shut.
No, they're open at the moment.
But it won't let me back in.
I mean, it thinks you're contaminated.
Can I lean out the not the furthest door, but the door where we got stopped the first time, and go, hey, on the ship, and like whistle for somebody.
Go away!
I'm not talking to you, Zaren. Anyone else on the ship?
It's you! And you see Crux come out. Yes!
Can you come down here for a second?
Okay, and then you come down the rope and come with you.
I need you to hold on to this.
Are you doing it?
Oh shit! What? Why?
Are you doing it stealthily? Or are you just giving it
I think yeah. Cause you're a good friend and you're a great captain, and I just wanted to say how valuable I honor your contribution to this, and I kind of try to slip this into his pocket.
Sleight of hand check, please.
Oh no. Oh. So, where I lost the upgrade to the Coronafor bracelet, did I lose that?
No.
So the upgrade to the Coronafor bracelet is still
It's
functional.
still good.
Cool. Okay, I get to keep my natural 20 portent die then.
25.
Cool.
That's all. Thank you.
Okay. It
don't-
doesn't seem like the time and place, but
It's very important that I said that at this particular moment. I hope you have a good, long life and stay alive on that ship. And don't leave us, please.
we'll stay here.
Good.
And he trundles back.
That'll freak him
But
out
he
enough.
keeps like,
Look, it's like, am I going to be murdered? Is it going to happen? How fast is it going to happen?
Will it hurt?
Just need a red box that's on the desk.
And then I go back in thing and I go, all right, I think I'm ready.
Do I take anything off?
You could just get naked and I'll like just hope and pray.
well, I'm hoping he wears something under the armour.
God, I hope so.
Make it as a jaybird.
Big swinging hippo nuts.
They're really uncomfortable.
I forgot you turned into
Yeah, I did.
a pre-Raphaelite hippo.
Yep.
I'll wander through as is.
All right. I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
The armor stops working and I'm unable to walk.
Can you walk without the armor?
Oh yeah, I'd have to get out of it.
Oh right, that's
but,
good.
But I can't lug it.
Okay, I thought we were going to have a second Ido situation. I mean, there's not a problem with it. I don't have an extra wheelchair, and I definitely can't carry you. Well, at the push, maybe.
I'm hoping because it was openly given.
Why don't you leave it out here then? Just go in. Just go in. We'll see what happens. We'll see.
Am I correct in thinking that the adamantine part of it is
physical?
Was from the probe, but the artificer armor thing is part of your subclass.
Yes.
So would it change the material of it?
Yeah, or render it inert, like it's. I think I keep wanting to call it Guild Spark now. I shouldn't have brought that up. Warm embrace. Hello. When we leave this facility, will we be coming back through here?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'll get out of the mech suit and probably take the boots off and the crystal as well. But I will take the bracelet. Because I had two. No, I had a Coronafor bracelet that I'm still wearing, and there was another one that another god gave us. I still had it that was being used to spy on us.
Wasn't that the orbs we had? Because everyone except Ido got it because Ido didn't sleep.
Yeah, they were orbs, not bracelets.
Oh, okay, yeah. The orbs.
You don't have those.
We cast
them off as soon as you knew they were.
Scrying focuses.
Yeah, they were cast away.
Oh, I thought I'd kept mine. Okay.
If you want to wreck on it.
Well, that's a nasty surprise.
It's been there on the armour the whole time. Or was it the? I'll take stuff off.
I found a copy of my anti-charm glasses.
You did.
Have they been rendered inert?
Wasn't it a broken one that you then used to construct a working one? I can't remember.
Yes, I think so.
The constructed one, and you didn't acquire any memories from it, therefore it's not.
So that's the okay, cool. So those memories are from other iterations?
Yes.
It's not just they have... Why am I just... Right. Good.
Yeah. So were you keeping a record of... Have we decided that it is about the halfway point, at about the point that Goons
I think
joined?
Goons, I've probably been tracking since Goon.
Okay, in that case, yeah. Okay, fine. I will take Miss stuff off and leave them as if I'm entering a clean room. Cool. So that's the whole mech armor technically. So that's going to be interesting if we get into a fight.
Don't get into a fight this fight. We're here to...
Everyone be real cool.
Yeah.
You're all gonna have to be real cool about some things real quick.
Yeah, cool. So boots, crystal,
Pendulous sweaty
and
things.
the entire mech suit. So I'm just walking around now. Which I think reduces my speed, but I'll double check that.
How tall is Goon out of the mech suit? I have to know.
He's still quite tall.
Oh. You had an opportunity to do something absolutely hilarious there.
it's like and it's like and just giant hippo head.
Full on chibi.
Oh, that's a concern.
I push the door to open the button to open the door.
Right, let's do this thing.
There is no way that you can sleight of hand an entire set of armour.
Yeah.
You're choosing to deliberately leave an item out.
Ah,
before you
see,
come
yeah.
Yeah. I've literally, I've not even done it secretly. I've literally just popped
That's
the
fine.
boots off.
What do we know what the tokens are representative
Oh, I
of?
bet I have an idea.
That's how much you're pissing off this thing.
Yeah, this is like anger or general displeasure or how quick we're going to be ejected.
Is there any kind of acknowledgement that I've taken stuff off? Like, does Warm Embrace ask me to take stuff in?
Are you sure you do not wish to take all items in with you?
Well, aren't you going to decontaminate those and therefore...
Yes, they're contaminated.
Yes. That's why I want to leave them out there.
You wish to leave contaminated items in the space station?
Well, I'll take them with me when I go, or is that not allowed?
You can... I don't understand.
Well, I'm trying to ascertain if I'm breaking a rule here or not.
Why would you wish to take away the contaminated items with you? They're contaminated. They must be decontaminated and then destroyed.
Are contaminated items dangerous for us? Will they hurt us?
They alter your mind. They corrupt this iteration. They make events uncertain.
But we were given several of these items by your compatriots? Allies? Brothers? Fathers? It's confusing. I'm not sure on the pronouns here.
Please provide access code.
Ooh.
Password.
I don't have one?
Then they were not provided to you by my system.
Not your system, but by other coronavirus-related systems.
I have received no such communication.
Have you received any communication?
No.
Yes. Is there not a chance that you are being blocked from sending and receiving messages? Is that not the point of this facility?
It is. But if it was important enough, I would have been informed.
Ooh.
How?
You have arrived here. You have chosen to be decontaminated.
That's a good point. That's a good
Point
point.
of order. Coronifer intelligences are hierarchical. Yes, and we established that number 2,
The one that you have.
Yeah.
3.
3, has that attempted to make contact with.
There's nothing from your bracelet. Nothing is.
Cool.
Will I get in trouble if I leave the things up there?
Trouble.
Will you be upset?
I do not understand.
Are we... trouble.
Well, hypothetically, if a group of people were to come into a station and inadvertently cause it to blow up, the AI that runs that becomes very, very mad with that group of people. As an example, would a similar scenario happen here, where if we left the things outside, it would cause either the destruction of the station or for you to get angry?
I do not get angry. If the station was destroyed, I would also be destroyed. Therefore, I could not change my state.
Are you aware of the other AIs and their functions? And their capabilities?
The entries are in my database. I'm not aware of them presently.
Okay. It's a good question to ask this. The other AIs that we have encountered seem to have more, how to put this nicely, personality than you do at present. You seem like the questions that we can ask you are far more limited. Is that intentional?
Yes.
Good. Okay. If Goon leaves his stuff out there, will it increment some kind of counter in your systems to eject us?
No.
Will it increment some kind of counter to cause you to become hostile to us?
Unknown. The action in and of itself will not cause me to be hostile to you.
Oh. Well, I mean, that's the
Or I
best.
do not understand why.
Oh. You don't understand why we would want to leave the stuff out there?
Correct.
Because the stuff is useful in of itself, and we have seen that decontaminating it destroys it and renders it useless.
It aids
Incorrect.
It aids us in completing the loop.
Loop, Wavebringer,
Correct.
would you like me to devote more of my processing against this task? To help you analyse the situation better?
Not at the compromise of this station. If you have...
You are currently speaking to me at 1% capacity.
Yes.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
What is the other 99% being used on containment?
Correct.
Let's leave it that way.
Let's leave the ratio.
That's a concerning amount.
You know what? No, I don't want it to get angry.
I don't think at 1%
It is not
understands.
currently angry.
It doesn't understand angry or sad or anything.
Would-
But it's only at 1%. I don't think it can.
Would uncontaminated items be viewed as a threat or danger to this station?
If brought inside the facility without going through the decontamination process, they are a threat.
But they're
Whilst
not.
they are contaminating your mind, they are a threat.
Unless you are a threat.
So if I were to walk through without those items being decontaminated, my mind would still be contaminated.
Incorrect.
Oh. Interesting.
So you would know where it came from if it was your item.
So my items would remain contaminated, but my mind would be uncontaminated or decontaminated.
Correct. Whilst within the confines of the confinement, you do not have access to outside resources, including the contaminated items.
Yes, that seems a reasonable
All right.
trade-off. Okay.
Through we go.
This way. You go through the airlock.
Yep.
You get the side effects include nausea, disorientation, exhaustion, and a complete dissolution of one's identity.
Yeah, has that one kicked in for us?
Yeah, you have lost all of your memories associated with those items. So,
Oh.
however you wish to roleplay that is entirely up to you. But you have had a chunk of memories taken.
So it hasn't caused a great schism in the hive mind.
Isn't one of the dissolutions that happen in terms of the iterations, especially the contamination, the fact that Uth doesn't exist in any other iteration except the ones where...
After it was intervened to save it.
Yeah, by contamination. And thus wouldn't all of a sudden they...
No, because in this skein of reality... Oh.
Oh, that's a terrible thing I've just done.
What?
So the reason Uth exists is because
A
there's
meteorite hitting it was avoided.
Yeah, a meteorite was going to hit Uth. It was contaminated and no longer hits Uth. And thus, that contamination ceases, and now...
But
What?
You don't have all the information to know.
Oh, shit.
It's contaminated. It's decontaminated from my point of view.
So it could also be that...
I mean, the
it
Uth
was
is still out there.
contaminated-
We
it was
haven't
Your,
contaminated.
your
anyway.
oof is still there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess we'll find out.
if anything, just the knowledge of its destruction is now either known or...
Unknown.
But it's a hive mind. You knew this already. So
My
maybe
home
not
planet
really.
is there, but we all know it shouldn't be.
That's
You
nothing.
just that definitely would cause at least one death cult. At least one. Probably more.
I'm just saying that you already had found that out, and presumably that means that knowledge is already within the within you.
I mean, I played real loosey-goosey with the lore on this. I never intended for it to get this deep.
I mean,
Let's just go with the same next row.
Brad's right. There is now a Thrikreen death cult on Uth.
There is
Yeah.
no Thrikreen death cult on Uth. There is no Thrikreen
there
death
is.
cult.
There is. They put forward a motion and everything.
Ah, but are they like id, ego, or superego?
Right, so we go through.
So you go through.
Yep.
Every single item related to the ones that you were given from Destiny that are with you get decontaminated, but all memories, including the memories of the ones that are outside decontamination, will get purged from your mind.
What about the armour?
That was also one that came from the adamantine aspect of it. Was a gift from Zeren, which came from the probe that she dismantled in her hotel room.
But we knew that.
It doesn't matter. Its original source was from a probe, so it's from outside the reality.
Yeah, but now the illusion, like the story that we've woven, is now gone.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought the story that I'd create was that it was left in the room.
Oh, if that's the story that you...
that one I don't think had a...
If you don't have a story with it, then that's
yeah.
not one that counts for the...
Because that one was literally in a probe, and it I can't remember
With love
specific-
from with love
from
XX.
Zeren, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Then that's fine, then that
Okay,
one...
cool. Okay. Because I was like...
So I remove. So I lost Ghost Step Tattoo.
Yep.
I lost
Ring of
the
Protection.
Ring of Protection, which I think she probably would have tossed anyways, on all honesty, because it was
Threads.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The Braces of Archery, the Feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that I lost my my Dark Vision, and then the ASI.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Remember, I got an ASI from a probe. Not just randomly
Yeah.
because I punched it real hard.
Mm-hmm.
Is that gone?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I no longer have 20.
Anything that you have been given from those cards that I've been giving out...
That was not from a card.
Not from the card. From when I got zapped by the when we made saving throws, like when we got affected with etheric radiation.
Was that on the prophecy when you first touched the crystal, or was that something else?
It was when I was looking at the inside of Axis's sword.
That's a different source.
It's a different source. Cool.
And for Vaxis, there was a corrupted probe inside the Beholder ship.
Yep.
Is that...
That's a different source.
Okay, cool.
Love that.
So I've still got that.
Yeah, these are specifically things that you've picked from this list that have come from a probe, not things that...
Have any other origin.
Anything to do with etheric radiation is not this.
Cool. So what's in this room, Rich?
So that's where the light is guiding towards us, so that is where you go? Or you
Yeah.
can...
Yeah.
it won't deviate from the
No,
line.
no.
Oh, lovely.
any more?
I mean,
We won't go
this
any more.
is certainly a place to play by the rules as much as possible.
Oh, well, Brune already broke that.
Maybe.
Mostly. I said as much as possible.
Have you stepped out of the decon room?
Yeah.
Are you joining us in the other room?
Like, she looks at the little spider tattoo that was on her. I like that thing. Oh well. Yeah, she joins.
Well, the tattoo's still there, right?
No, because it was a purely magical construct.
Oh.
Doesn't it come from a
needle, so I guess
so
the
the needle
needle
comes, yeah.
Plink, plink, plink.
Grabs it. Alright.
Yeah, Vaxis's back tattoo no longer has the purple lightning surrounding it. But he's still wearing his shirt, so no one can see it. So even he doesn't know this.
Alas.
A guiding light directs you to this first room. The door slides open and reveals a large, bulky machine. Behind it, looming over the room, is a large silo from which a conveyor belt is connected, running to the adjacent wall. It appears to be dormant. At the front, closest to you, is a small hatch.
Is it going to ask us to put our items into the machine to turn them into black dust?
As you approach, the hatch lights up and slowly opens with a hiss. A small display turns on, displaying the text, "Object decontamination. Please deposit items."
So I'll put in the swords from other iterations
Sure.
that I got from there.
Think, ring, ding, ding.
You putting them all in at the same time?
I don't know. They definitely feel like they've got no power in them anymore, right?
Want to make me an Arcana check?
Yes. And
My
I've chosen my subclass.
oh
The Phantom one.
Ooh.
Does that change still happen?
13.
Does what change to happen? Yeah.
The change in subclass
Yep.
after going through decontamination?
Yep.
Okay.
That has not come from other iteration.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
I have a theory. The darkness wasn't darkness. It was the active suppression of light. So I'm wondering if the magical effects are being actively suppressed rather than removed.
Okay. 13 on my Arcana. You will probably destroy that, so...
29.
You are correct in your assumption. They are being actively suppressed.
So once we leave, they'll be
No, come back to life.
back.
but we will make the thing upset.
Yes.
Try to hide these things. Unless we hide them very, very well.
So what are you putting in, if anything?
I'm putting in the crafting component swords, the extra swords I picked up from not Delwyn's Island, Fenwick's Island.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm putting in the ring of protection
Okay.
and the bracers of archery.
Okay.
I'm going to try to hide the needle.
Mm-hmm. Roll me a sleight of hand.
28.
Okay.
She kind of goes dunk, dunk, and slips the needle into her hair.
Are you putting anything in?
Vax he'll put all of the stuff in, but one at a time.
Okay, so you put in all of Rune's and Ido's sword parts. You've left your stuff outside. Hiss is closed. Etheric radiation detected. Iteration escape detected. Please wait, and then the machine will warm up, and then you should hear crunching, grinding. And then it stops, hatch opens with a hiss, there is nothing inside. The conveyor belt starts to turn on, and you'll see particles of dust just start going off into the facility. Those items have been destroyed. You will not get them back.
I think seeing all your items just destroyed, because we didn't know that was going to happen until she goes and drops it.
If you would like us players to make a different decision, I will let you put the sword parts in first to see how that happens, and then choose to put in.
The sword parts are less important, so if they are, it's worth giving a go to see what will happen if we put those in, and then if we're allowed to move on.
Yeah, roll me I guess insight.
Natural 20. 27, not even a 30.
Those are the ones that are most important to the machine.
The sword parts.
The sword parts.
The ones we got from Fenwick's Island.
With that natural 20, specifically etheric contaminated items.
It's etheric. So the vial in which I stored the thing, the extra sword parts we got. Anything else? What was
his ring?
Your ring.
Which is from the sword and.
Oh, my watch, you mean?
No, sorry.
The
Yes,
watch.
sorry. The watch.
Okay. Yeah.
So this facility is designed to confine specifically etheric radiation stuff. The iteration escape is a lovely side benefit, but it cares about its primary purpose.
It cares about the sword.
The doubt, the hole in the world, and the etheric radiation that comes from it.
Well, I'll chuck those in. Can we fluff that as... No, wait! I think I figured something out.
So
I will take off the watch.
this watch, though, I know is so important to Vaxis, right? Like, this is your father's, like, the last keepsake you have from your father, right?
No.
Okay.
I
No.
made that.
Oh, you made that.
This is the watch is made from the remains of the sword.
And not even... Did I even make it from that sword? Or your actual sword? Or was it
No,
from a spare
that
one?
was from
the
another
ones you
one.
found on the island.
Because your actual sword... Let's not talk about what happened to that one.
I put it out of mind and reality.
No, you put it into something's mind.
And but I mean, to me, the watch was more symbolic of reclaiming my
We
own
can make you a
world.
new watch.
Okay.
So I'll take off the watch and I pop that in.
Okay.
I send that through, and I'll hold on to the rest of my stuff.
I'm just saying, I'm not forcing you to make.
Decisions,
Yeah.
You're giving us
So
right.
And I'm also not saying that choosing not to is going to immediately reveal a consequence.
Yeah.
Rune
You have
still
them.
will put the ring of
Okay.
protection in there, and probably still the bracers of archery, honestly.
Sword parts, ring of protection,
And
brace of
bracers,
archery,
yeah, which is
and
already
your
hidden
watch.
there.
My watch, yes.
Then those items are destroyed.
Warm embrace. Happy now?
You satisfied with the result?
You still have contaminated items, but the immediate threat has been dispelled. Has been thwarted.
May we continue
Can we?
into
Yeah.
the facility?
You may.
Alright.
Please do not interfere with my operations.
I don't even know how we would do that, so...
I do.
Metallic grates stretch ahead of you down a long central corridor with low ceilings. Various pipes and wires run along the walls, heading deeper into the complex. Unlike the sheer white of the marble and metallic halls of previous stations, this place seems to revel in gloom. The only light source is some form of artificial light in the floors beneath the grating. As you approach that junction, a display will turn on, and it will say Quarantine 2, that direction. Virtuous Auxiliary Labs, this way.
And we've just come out of quarantine 1.
Mhm.
Okay.
Am I being directed anywhere?
Nope,
Anymore.
not anymore.
What's Virtuous?
That seems familiar.
Classified.
But we're about to find out, aren't we?
Unknown.
I have a quick question.
Sorry, yes, go ahead.
So the watch that I was wearing until recently gives off some etheric radiation, and so if you're wearing it for a long period of time and you are not immune to etheric radiation, you will be taking psychic damage from it. Was I taking psychic, slowly feeling the effects of the watch on me after being in there?
Nope.
Okay.
You have been exposed to it so much that it has affected your DNA at a fundamental level. You have permanent immunity to it.
I was wondering if this place would have removed that immunity.
Nope.
Okay.
That was also my question.
No.
I saw that word in the weird thing vision.
Oh, the other person place.
Was there a context?
It was a thing that detected, observed. There's a lot of words attached. It's a very odd vision.
Oh.
A watcher.
Virtuous Auxiliary Labs?
It seems yes, I am curious about that myself.
Oh.
Let's go.
What I'll do is, can I open that door just
Yeah.
to... I think it's going to be a carbon copy of the other one. Oh, it's not. Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to wander in there.
I'll ask Warm Embrace, what's Quarantine 2 for? What purpose does it serve?
It serves to quarantine the larger of the items and creatures that have been affected by etheric radiation.
Is there something in there now?
Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So if we had pulled a whole, like one of the wrecked ships and towed it all the way from Fenwick's Island back here, is that where quarantine it would end up in quarantine too?
Is there a living thing in quarantine 2 right now?
Yes.
Is it sentient?
I think what's in there.
Is it the doubt?
No.
No.
These are etheric contaminated beings or machines.
Have we met one of them before?
Unknown. I do not know what you've encountered before.
Do they have a name?
Is there
or
a door in the
designation?
window?
Yes.
Window in the door?
We have a look at the window.
Could I have a peer through?
You have to go all. This is not.
Oh, it's
Oh.
way down
This
there.
is yeah. This is like you choose to go down the corridor to that room, or you can choose to go down the corridor to this room. These are separate parts of the vicinity.
Would entering quarantine 2 cause us to become infected?
No, they are contained.
Are they dangerous?
Multiple?
Yes, very.
Ooh. Wait. Are they dangerous to us?
Yes, very.
Yeah, but so is our stuff.
Could we observe them without being in danger?
You could. Why would you want to?
Are they dangerous in the same way as the swords you mulched were?
No.
Can I get my homunculus out and put me little visor on and send the homunculus flying down the quarantine too?
Sure.
And just have it peer in the door?
If you just want to peer in the door.
Just appear in the door?
Yeah, I've got an image for you.
And that's a 20 on the stealth check for the homunculus.
Sure.
I think at this point Rune's little familiar comes out, which is no longer a spider, it is now a cat.
Oh,
nice.
well, that's lovely.
Little red cat, and then it just goes out and it follows after your homunculus. Oh boy, that's bad.
Hang on, are those the boxes things are in?
Yes.
Oh, how big are the boxes, Rich?
Like that.
Person size.
Man.
Probably a bit bigger.
But there's a lot of them.
Oh yeah.
Oh, God, the AIR does overtime sometimes. And for real creepy shit.
You know what this is giving me? It's giving me Demon Reach from Dresden.
It's giving me like Final
Yes.
Fantasy VII, the monsters in
The
like
Mako
the Mega
monsters.
Reactors kind of
Yeah.
thing. It's like all kinds. There's a lot of media to pull from to grab this particular set of images.
I'm going to speak to the bracelet and say, "You have a word with your friend here and tell him to tell us what's in those boxes."
Sleight of hand.
It is telepathic communication, if that helps.
Oh, but you see, you're not actually.
No. That
You
was.
can't speak.
I can speak telepath. Yeah, I
You-
can't.
you can't
I know
vocalise.
has no vocal cords with which to do that. So Joe would do this, but yeah.
Say again.
Could you have a word with your friend here? Tell us to let us know what's in the boxes.
I am not connected to the core. I cannot construct it.
Interesting.
Does your
I require
homunculus
physical access.
Great.
hear as well as see?
Yes.
Are there banging coming from the boxes?
Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh, that is worse. Yeah.
No.
No, that's worse.
Yeah, that is what. That's even worse.
Do you? I'm going to ask Northern Race. Do you have any images you could share of what the things in Quarantine 2 are?
No, I do not.
Is the knowledge of what's in there dangerous to us?
Please clarify.
Is knowing about what's in there somehow going to affect us and cause us to become contaminated?
Would it upset us?
No. Unknown.
You said they were robotic.
Some are corrupted coronavirus systems.
Oh, it's like probes. And
Are they
stuff.
Krell agents or something like that?
Yeah, that's the one.
How many boxes are there? An infinite number or the number in that image? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
There are
There's a second row as well.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
there are many rows and many columns of these things. For the purposes of the map, there are 8.
Right.
Okay. Are there Krell agents in there? Some.
Querying. No, I do not detect. Yes, 1.
And that's why she don't want to come in here.
Yeah. Especially as she was deviating from the instruction. Yeah. I guess for Taurus Labs for now then.
Yeah. Because dealing with that feels like a on our way out.
Do you know what that feels like a later problem?
I think if you want to close as well, I see.
I've got. If you're going to Vitoris, I've got a closing point.
Yeah, I
Okay,
figured that was the
cool.
case.
Cool. Like as
I was
we're
like,
walking,
pick a direction, guys.
Rune is like thinking, they live forever. They can't die. Who's ever trapped in there has been in there for a long time.
No. Because this one is one of the stations that gets built every iteration.
Yeah.
So they've been collected many, many times. But they can only have been here for a maximum of 22,000 years.
Long time trapped in a
Oh, it is?
Which one of these doors says...
That's all I've
Whoa,
got.
whoa,
But it's also
whoa,
not
whoa, whoa.
800
Where are
million
you? Where are you
years.
right now?
No.
I went,
It's
You went
still
too far, wrong
bad.
direction.
oh, so I was heading towards the labs.
So I'm gonna do this.
Oh, yeah, please.
So as
please,
you're
sorry.
moving everything, there's a character in a kids show called Ben 10 who he gets trapped in the time stream. He gets stuck there for centuries and centuries and centuries, and he gets distracted for so long, millennium on millennia, that he goes insane and then flips around the other side and becomes Super Saiyan. Because he's been
So
there so long,
that
he gets
direction
bored of
is
insanity.
quarantine.
Oh,
This is a kids
direction.
show. That's
oh,
terrifying.
that was... Oh, sorry.
Nothing is more terrifying than the concept of eternity.
Yeah.
And it's the door directly above you now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just said that.
Given the time...
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm not
will-
going to move them, but we're all following.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And go through into the first antechamber.
Okay. I'm in...
One
the
more.
uncle chamber.
One more.
One more?
Cool.
I've got to open the door, is that okay?
Yeah.
Hang on. We shouldn't open the door. Because if the antechamber comes in contact with a regular chamber, there will be a high energy annihilation. Continue!
later, after I recover.
Right, let me prep. Is it? Cool. Cool. You enter a spacious antechamber from which 3 doors lead further into this portion of the facility. They are labelled Tracking, Optics and Communication. On the floor in the centre of the room is a large emblem of a lantern surrounded by the text Nova Lux Disquit Umbras Antiquus, which looks like that.
Sorry, Nova Lux Disputed Umbras.
Antiquus.
New light overcomes old darkness.
New light dispels old shadows. And that is where we'll end it today. There you go.
I really thought we were going to have fewer questions, not more. I was naive.
Did you?
That's good logo.